as the US-China rivalry is growing, there is this willingness among like-minded countries to cooperate in the Indo-Pacific region without getting entangled in the US-China rivalry. In this context, Taiwan is very important and its participation in the Indo-Pacific region is immensely important. Taiwan is a robust democracy, and the basic features of the Indo-Pacific is that it's open, inclusive and free, and any country that could add to the stability to the Indo-Pacific region is welcome. So I think Taiwan should also be welcome in the region. Taiwan policy is similar to the Indo-Pacific countries. So New Southern Policy is a very important policy from Taiwan's perspective for external engagement. So it was introduced in 2016 and I think it has achieved important milestones, and for the very first time Taiwan is actually reaching out to countries in South and Southeast Asia. That wasn't the case before. Taiwan's foreign policy has always been West-centric. It was focused primarily on the US and European countries, but this is for the very first time that Taiwan is looking towards countries such as India. So in the past 5 years there have been several important outcomes when we talk about the New Southern Policy. And then of course, pandemic happened. We really don't have to take the past 2 years into consideration when we evaluate the New Southern Policy, but despite that, I think even if you look at the warmth from the side of the Taiwanese leaders, you would see that Taiwan is trying to reach out to India. Taiwan is actually embracing the Indians in Taiwan, India and Indian culture. I think it totally does, because New Southern Policy is a very important policy when it comes to Taiwan's external outreach. And in fact President Tsai Ing-wen also said that New Southern Policy is about having mutually beneficial relationship, and there is no political statement about initiating this policy. It's only about reaching out to the countries in the Indo-Pacific region, and it's about 18 New Southern Policy countries. So I think we really have to look this policy into in this context. Taiwan has on several occasions stated that Taiwan wants to be an important player in the Indo-Pacific region. So I strongly believe that there is potential in linking the New Southern Policy with the Indo-Pacific policy as well. I think when Taiwan talks about being an important part of the Indo-Pacific, it has to expand the New Southern Policy as well. And I'm not talking about the geographical expansion of the policy, I'm talking about expanding the components of the policy. As of now, we have 4 pillars in the New Southern Policy, and I think initiating policies within these 4 pillars and having more areas of cooperation would be an important addition to the policy. I think in the past year there have been several positive developments, and we have seen that the relations are actually moving to the next level, and within the scope of unofficial ties, both countries are reaching out to each other. But if you ask me if I have to give a few policy recommendations right away, I think it's important to have political interaction as well between India and Taiwan. There's a lot which is happening at commercial level and cultural level, and this is where the interests of both the countries lie. But I think it's also very important that the relations also reach at political level. And when I say political, I don't really mean government to government interaction. At some point of time we would also need that to elevate ties, but in the immediate terms, I think what we need to focus on is first, I think it's important to have, there is the India-Taiwan Parliamentary Friendship Association was restored last year, and till 2017 there used to be several parliamentary exchanges between India and Taiwan. So I think with the restoration of this association, I'm hopeful that the parliamentary exchanges will also be restored between India and Taiwan. And my second recommendation would be, today only I read the news and I saw that there was this dialogue between the ruling parties of Japan and Taiwan. It's very important. It's not really official, but I think it's political enough to make an impact on policy making. So I think India and Taiwan should also explore way to initiate inter-party dialogue. And then apart from that, I think, and this is one of the mandates of TAF as well, strengthen the cooperation within the civil society of Taiwan and the NSP countries.